A billionaire CEO walked into a suit shop wearing sportswear. He tried on an expensive suit while a nearby sales clerk looked at him with contempt. The CEO asked the clerk about the quality of the garment, mentioning that he had high standards for cleanliness. The clerk responded that people who wore such suits never went to places with dust. Hearing this, the CEO immediately understood that the clerk was looking down on him. Furious, he demanded to file a complaint against her on the spot. The clerk panicked and quickly tried to make excuses for her words. At that moment, another woman heard the commotion and came over to help explain on behalf of her colleague. She explained that her colleague had only been joking. The CEO coldly stated that given his status, he was not someone they could joke about. The woman immediately realized he was someone of considerable standing and quickly brought him other suits. After trying them on, the CEO was very satisfied and specifically requested that the sales commission be credited to her. The woman explained that she was actually responsible for the women's section. The CEO looked at her deeply before leaving. As the CEO was leaving, the woman noticed he had forgotten to take his complimentary gift and rushed out after him. Knowing that someone of his status probably didn't care about freebies, she deliberately mentioned that the perfume was specially made by their company. The CEO was touched by her conscientious attitude, but he said nothing, simply picked up the perfume and walked away. He had important business that day. He was going to take over the company his father had left behind. This was his first time returning to the country in 10 years. Having rushed off the plane earlier, his luggage had been lost, so he had no choice but to buy a formal suit first. When he arrived at the company, he happened to see his half-brother causing trouble in the office. The CEO made his decision without hesitation, directly firing this brother who had been constantly disrupting the company, and officially became the company's executive CEO. Back in the office, the brother flew into a rage, accusing the CEO of being prejudiced against him and claiming he had contributed so much to the company. The CEO silenced him with a single statement: he had nearly sold off the entire company. The brother left cursing and swearing. While the CEO was celebrating his victory, the woman was not so fortunate. That day, she was serving a couple when the man was obviously much older than the woman, but she didn't ask questions and focused on serving the female customer. Just as the female customer was changing clothes, another woman suddenly entered the store. This woman was the male customer's wife. The male customer quickly lied, saying his company had a partnership with the store. While he was helping his wife select clothes, the young female customer suddenly emerged from the fitting room. Seeing the scene, she tried to leave immediately but was stopped by the wife. Seeing her walking out in new clothes, the wife assumed she was making a purchase and turned to tell the male customer to pay. The male customer's affair was exposed on the spot. After they all left, the young female customer returned and blamed the saleswoman, even filing a complaint against her with headquarters, which resulted in her termination. Just when she was at her most helpless, she received news that her father was ill, making her situation even more difficult. Unexpectedly, after she returned home, a friend who learned of her circumstances introduced her to a job opportunity. When she went to the interview full of hope, she discovered that the CEO of the interviewing company was none other than the CEO who had bought the suit that day. She was extremely surprised. When the CEO saw her, he was equally astonished.